Yeah. So welcome everyone. Welcome to another day of Be Agile Scrum. This is day 3, week 1, and we are gearing up gradually towards the deep learning. But before we get started, it's important to start on time, and we will continue to allow others who are joining in. And meanwhile, let me ask you one thing. How many of you could create notes of whatever you learned last time and tried attempting to complete the assignment, unsaid assignment, which what I call as. So how many of you could do that? Any answer? I say I. If you did, if you did not do, you can attempt it next time. Okay. So Santosh Monica, yeah, she has done it. I have watched it. For next time, a quick reminder. So yes, I received Monica's notes as well, but the whole idea is that when you are trying to present it, you need to present your notes during the recorded video itself. It won't come as separate entity. Okay, so you are going to explain that. Okay, with this note, let's get started. And before we get started, a quick question. Do you remember why did you join this session? How many of you remember that? Why you are into this training?
To
What
get
is
placed.
exactly? That's right, to get placed. And you know what may happen that everyone got has mind, and this mind is tricky that will continue to pull you towards the comfort zone. And for that, we must follow something what we call it as code of honor, which will make you stick with our goal and help us to continue to get going. Let me know if you can see my screen, everyone.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Okay. All right. So meanwhile, I'm also allowing others to join in. All right. Yeah. So now I see that you can see. So remember, the very first one is what? The first one is showing up live. As you can see on the screen, the very first code of honor is showing up live. Why? Who can answer this? Because when you show up live, you practice few things: to be on time, remain punctual, and remain highly committed. And another universal law is associated with this, says that how you do anything is how you do everything. And Agile is full of ceremonies that demands this first code of honor that you are practicing over here. And once you master it over here, automatically you will demonstrate over there once you get placed. Second one says that you have started this journey as a student, but just don't remain the student. Be the full stack student who does all the assignment, do self-research, and repeat whatever you have learned. That's the extension. And third one says that taking the full responsibility. Yes, always take your own responsibility. No one else should take your responsibility of your success and your failure as well. What does it mean? It means that even if you take the responsibility of failure, whatever is not going in its direction, our chances can be corrected by you, because then you realize once it gets corrected, you attract success, and that time failure doesn't remain the failure but becomes the trail to the success. So that's the third one. And the fourth one says that to do so, it requires really a package mindset. Means you continue to be in the learning mode and continue to be positive. And the more positive you will find yourself going more complaint free, and thereby you will see yourself soaking into more gratitude. And the fifth one says that to do so, you must participate in 30 days challenge that I see that there is some audio. uh, audio. Okay, audio is good at my end. So yeah. So for that, I talk about 130 days challenge. That is one of the audio program that I keep on sharing with all of you. That is 40 minutes long audio that you need to listen to it daily for next 30 days, and you will end up seeing its positive impact on every single day of your life. And I want every one of you to experience that. And for that, you must ask this from me. Okay, someone has raised their hand. Let me quickly pause myself and ask if there's something is urgent. Okay, so Pratiksha, you have to say something.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, Gaurav, but I was not able to find that audio actually. I want to start the 30-day challenge. Can you
Okay,
reshare it once in
no
the group so
problem. So
that?
for that, what you need to do is that just message me and I'll give that to you. Okay.
Okay, sure.
So this is the thing which I keep on mentioning, that to find that audio that is 40 minutes long audio that you can utilize every single day while walking, exercising, and you know what, while walking, exercising, or doing jogging or something like that. So that time, put it in 2x mode, listen within 20 minutes, and then you are
I would
charged up
need that
for
too.
entire day. So please message me after the
Okay.
session and you will get it from me. Whoever
Okay.
needs it, please message me, remember to do so, and you will get it to practice it. And the second one is that remember to remember these four quadrant these four pillars, golden quadrants of learning. Means if you are getting into deep learning, start with declaration with anchor, and then get into deep learning, then draw within 24 hours whatever you have learned, and then summarize it in 90 seconds in a way that even 5 years old can understand. So are you all ready for declaration today before we get into deep learning? Are you all ready? Yeah.
Yes.
So what is going to be anchor?
Yes.
Anchor is
Yes.
going to be nothing but the self high five. That is nothing but the clap. So at the count of three, you are going to clap along with me and repeat after me what you see selected on the screen. So start 1, 2, 3 and clap and say, I am a quick learner.
I'm
I'm
a
a quick
quick
learner.
learner.
What others can learn and master,
What
What
others
others
can
can
learn and
learn and
master,
master,
I too can do that.
I
I
too
too
can
can
do
do
I
that.
that.
could do that.
Awesome. Let's once again redo it with the anchoring. So anchoring is going to be the clap. At the count of three, you are going to clap and repeat after me what is selected on the screen in blue. 1, 2, 3 and clap and repeat. Because I'm an awesome learner,
Because
Because
I'm
I'm
an
an
Because
awesome
I'm
awesome
an
learner,
awesome learner,
learner,
today's learning is going to be
today's
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 learning is
learning
going to
is
be
going to be
going to be
super duper easy to me.
super duper
super
easy to
duper
me.
super
easy to
easy
me.
to me.
Yes, super duper easy to you. It is going to be today because we are getting into deep learning. But remember, you need to increase your horizon of learning. And for that, you need to be a giver. Giver, you can give your ego away on this path of learning. More you will keep it away. You will find you are getting more spiritually grounded. It means what your happiness intensity will get heightened, and you will become open for more of the learning on the path of growth. And while this is happening, and in case you are already earning, so I would request you to have an intent of charity and continue to give away the amount which you are earning. You can decide 5%, 2%, 10%, anything. And in case you are not earning, then have this intention that once you get placed and start earning, then you will continue to do 5% or 10% of earning. Why you need to do that? Because there is another universal law says that what you give, let you grow. And when you receive, that helps you to mere survive. And I'm sure here you are not just for survival, but for the growth. But just don't give away for the sake of growing, but also to inspire others, because that is something most inspiring thing you would do in your life, if you can inspire someone else to make more money. So that's the reason this is something very very important to do. So myself, including my various students, do it on regular basis, and they see the impact. I want you also to experience the same, and that's the reason this is appeal to each one of you. And while you are doing so, appreciate what you do, what others do for you, and even what does not happen to you in your favor, remember that is preparing for everything bringing in your favor. And why you need to appreciate that? Because what you appreciate appreciates you back. I believe that everyone is ready to follow this code of honor until we are getting place. Is a deal from everyone? Say yes if you are ready for
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
so much. And a quick summary that how we are going to meet every single day. Sunday 9:30 p.m. EST, Monday summarize it as an assignment and drop in less than 90 seconds of video format. I have told you, just pick whatever the notes you have prepared, show in the camera and tell us you are going to explain this, and just summarize less than 90 minutes as a 5 years old can understand. That is becoming for next 2 or 3 weeks your unsaid assignment after every session. Again, meet us on technical session for technical session on Tuesday
Tues-
9:30 p.m. EST. And then don't forget to, attend RRP session, that is reference ready resume preparation, because it creates your visibility, credibility with HRs, and they get, continuous reminder for you to become more marketable, and that brings marketability for you, and thereby you get placed as soon as possible. Wednesday is again from Tuesday, you are going to do assignment, that is unsaid assignment or said assignment, whatever. Thursday, you need to repeat, even though it may sound repetition, again, remember, it's visibility, credibility, and marketability. That's the reason you need to show every single time. Just give me a second. I'm going to copy this and put it here again. Why? And Friday, you can do some self-research, repeat whatever you have learned, do assignments if anything is pending, prepare more questions for answer to be followed on Sundays, and Saturday you can choose it to be a breather day for you. I hope it is clear for each one of you. What we are going to do is that I would need audio. Okay, fine. Everyone who needs audio, you need to message me after the session and you will get it. So having said so, let's get into the deep learning now. So you remember last time, what did we speak about? What was the topic we were discussing? Who can
Agile
remember that?
manifesto.
Exactly, Agile manifesto. What else we learned? Did we learn agility and flexibility?
Flexibility,
Difference
yes.
between agility and flexibility.
Okay, so today is the day when we are getting into the principle. We are getting into what, everyone?
Principles.
Yes, and this is going to be Agile principle. Just give me a second. I'm sharing some various other screen. So yes. So I'll quickly touch base couple of principles, and you know what happens. People who don't join on time, whoever candidate is, they may find that things are not going smooth for them. So that's the reason this segment is very, very important. What we start with, that is code of honor. If you miss that, it impacts on your learning as well. Okay, so if you don't do the activity what is asked in these code of honor section, you will see its impact on your learning as well. So having said so, I want a quick volunteer from any one of you who can come forward. Okay, who can do that? Who is this?
Monica.
Okay, Monica, go ahead and please read the first bullet.
Customer satisfaction through early and continuous software delivery. Customers are happier when they receive working software at regular intervals rather than waiting extended periods of time between releases.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Monica, for reading this out. Yes. You know what? You cannot become CEO just within a day if you are not already. Okay. So then what you can become at least? Can anyone tell me? Okay. Of course, the answer is not predicted. Yeah. Someone is trying to say something.
A dedicated employee at the beginning, maybe?
Yeah. So the idea is, don't be a CEO at least, you become CDO. What do we mean by CDO? CDO means, I coined this term. It is called as Customer Delight Officer. Okay. So your focus has to be how you can bring this delight factor when it comes to customer engagement. Okay. So customer satisfaction through early and continuous software delivery requires a lot of engagement. Customers are happier when they receive working software at regular intervals. Imagine if you are a customer, and I'll go back with the same example of vehicle you have given to garage for servicing. How would you love that in the best performance when you are going to receive it, or something is broken? Would you love that while receiving that vehicle?
In
the first one, the best performance, right? Because you are customer, you are expecting in that way. In software industry also, people who are using application, website, though, who are they? They are also customer. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
they will also require workable software only. And in case some new versions are coming, these app people are really smart and they are really kind, because they keep on giving us newer version with the upgrades, telling that new few bugs are fixed. How many of you have watched in your mobile app that when you are going for the update of an app, it says that few bugs fixed and something is written in that below the application information while you are updating that. Any one of you have noticed ever?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why
Yes.
they are doing that?
For a better experience for the customers.
For the better experience, and don't forget, it's all about your easiness, my dear friend. Okay, so you need to start thinking in that way as well. If you are providing something, is it going to make someone else's life easy or not? Okay, is it reducing a step or not? If it is, you are working in the right direction. So always remember, it has to be workable software, and whatever the updates will go in the regular interval, and customer need not to wait for that. Okay, and you are in advance announcing the frequent releases, and customer is not waiting, and before that or at the set time you are releasing those things. So this is one key principle, that early and continuous software delivery has to happen, and the most core principle of the agile, because then only that can bring the customer satisfaction. Do you all follow me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So can I have another volunteer to read the
Yeah, I
second
can
bullet?
read it.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Accommodate changing requirements throughout the development process. The ability to avoid delays when a requirement or feature request changes.
Exactly, and this is very, very important. Agile itself means that you need to accommodate change. Okay, and what all the change you can expect from client. Okay, during the development process, what may happen, customer may say, okay, that's great, you are developing, but we also needed this one, we also might have this one. I saw one competitor is using this feature, could you please accommodate? You will be happy to accommodate that, but remember, don't forget the sentence which I'm going to say as an interrogation and as a question. If you are a product owner, okay, or a project manager, ask yourself, at the cost of what? Because if something involves cost, you must communicate that as well. You are not doing charity. If any new requirement changes are coming, of course cost is involved, effort is extra involved. If at all, you are going to charge that, but you are not going to say no, because that's your job in Agile, to accommodate that change. Okay, and because you are able to do so. Okay, and if something it is critical, customer is paying you for that, and it's a very important feature, you will avoid the delay, because for you just now rate customer satisfaction, you are trying to become a CDO. So if you are taking money, won't you give that thing an importance, and try to deliver it as per the requirement of customer? Yeah, do you all
Yes.
agree with me? Yes.
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 Yeah. So that was about the second one. Continue to accommodate the change requirements. And that may happen in the throughout the development process. And the good thing is that continue to expect the change under this. Okay. Why you need to expect the change? More change means what? Can anyone answer? If you have heard earlier. Can anyone answer? Why change is necessary for you as a BA?
Meet the customer's requirement.
Pardon again, Mahendra, what did you say?
To meet the customer's requirement, we need
Yeah. But sometimes customer is not aware of the change, and BA indicates them, BA triggers them that you must have this kind of change in your software, and it is
To
always
progress.
good to progress.
Customer
But
ease.
yeah, customer ease, as well as, you know what, let me give you the fact. Of course, customer ease is the primary thing, but more change brings more cash. Okay, cash for you, cash for company, and cash for, of course, customer as well. It is not just win-win situation for all those people, but it is called as win-win-win-win situation. company is winning, you as an employee is winning, your customer is winning, and who else is winning? Customers and user are also winning. So everyone is winning in this game, and because it is bringing more cash. So remember, whenever we talk about change, so more change, more cash. So that should be your understanding behind it. So is it clear to you why change is important?
Yes.
And basically, BS suggest more changes. That's the reason it is important for them. So yeah. So Bill would require one more volunteer to read the third bullet.
Yes, I can read, sir.
Okay, please
Frequent
go ahead, Pooja.
Frequent delivery of working software. Scrum accommodates this principle since the team operates in software sprints or iterations that ensure regular delivery of working software.
Yeah, so it is almost the similar thing like we tried to, touch base in the earlier thing almost, but here, frequency of working software is always given priority. Okay, and Scrum is a framework. Scrum is what?
Framework.
Framework under Agile. That's right. Okay, and in this principle, what happens, we work in a sprint and iteration manner. And do you remember what do we mean by sprint? Who remember that? What is sprint?
Time
Sprint.
frame.
Time frame. That's right. Sprint means what, everyone?
Time
frame.
duration. Yeah.
Time duration, time frame.
duration.
That's true. That's true. So in a certain time, continuous delivery has to happen. It will go in under iterations, and because of iteration, because of time duration, regular delivery is happening, and at the end, working software is given to the client. That's the reason this is the third principle in Agile is very important, that frequent delivery of working software is happening. Okay, cool. So who can read the fourth one? Any volunteer, please?
I can do that.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Collaboration between the business stakeholders and developers throughout the project. Better decisions are made when the business and technical team are aligned.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Demona. And remember, it's not about, client and vendor relationship. It's all about collaboration, because when you collaborate, you can think of other strength. When you collaborate, you can give the idea, you can suggest the input, and you know what? Your intention is always to make each other more profitable. Okay, and for that, whenever it comes to decision, okay, your customer, I have seen such kind of client as well. If they don't have much more money, vendors are still ready to serve. I have seen such vendors, if they are in need, clients go extra mile and they pay them extra. Why this happen? Because sometimes they collaborate together. It's not about just going on the contract basis. Yeah, follow that, but expect extra support when you collaborate together. Okay, and there you find that you are becoming the market dominator in your industry. When you collaborate, that is the time when you can take the best decision. Okay, and be it related to business, be it related to technology, you will find because of this collaboration, this technicality and business both are getting aligned, because business requirement is coming up, technical requirement goes up, and it has to be aligned because output has to go accordingly. Any question in this 4 bullets what we have just now spoken? Is it clear to everyone? Customer satisfaction through early continuous software delivery, accommodate changing requirements through the development process, frequent delivery of working software, and collaboration between the business stakeholder and developers throughout the project. Okay, so no question over here. I would love to move to another 4, because there are 12 principles. How many principles, everyone?
12.
12. So the second one, second slide, and who can read? I need one more volunteer.
I can read.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Support, trust, and motivate the people involved. Motivated team are more likely to be deliver their best work when unhappy teams.
Yeah. You know why? Why support, trust, and motivate people involved? Because at the end, it says that best work are delivered uh, not by unhappy people, but by happy people. And when they are getting continuous support, they are getting trusted, they are getting motivated. You know what happens? Today's productivity is called as happiness. So happiness is today's new productivity. And if you need such productivity, then every single person in the team must be supported, must be trusted, and feel motivated. Okay, and that's the reason support, trust, and motivate people involved is the another agile principle. Okay, it's and agile is what? Agile is nothing at the start as mindset. It's a soft skill. Do you think this is a soft skill to follow? If you are becoming Scrum Master, you can follow this principle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily, right? If you and you won't panic, you won't continue to criticize, but you continue to inspire. So that has to work in that way. Yes. So who can read the second bullet point on this day?
I can read.
Please go ahead, Amita.
Enable face-to-face interactions. Communication is more successful when development teams are co-located.
Yeah, exactly. See, Agile does not support much more towards the written communication. Okay, it much more supports to face-to-face interaction. The moment if you are in dilemma, in doubt, or in an unclear state, go ahead towards your peer, ask them question, talk to them, communicate, so that at the end you can draw some conclusion, you can draw some outcome, you can draw some result. Otherwise you will end up giving reasons that because this was not done, we did not achieve something. But when you communicate, you don't give reason, you will give results. What you will give, everyone?
Results.
Results. And that's the reason. Whenever reason is coming, you need to ask one thing, reason or result, and then tell at the end your name. And you will end up giving the result, not the reason. So that is one very important thing. So that's the reason Agile enables face-to-face interaction. I want someone else to read the third bullet point.
Working software is the primary measure of progress. Delivering functional software to the customer is the ultimate factor that measures progress.
Yeah, that's so it is again emphasizing on what? Working software. Okay. And if software is working, then the progress can be measured. Okay. And you can define that whether a delivered piece of software is functional or non-functional. Okay. And and ultimate factor is that because you have delivered some piece of software, customer can expect what next you can deliver further. Okay, or he or she can talk to you and tell you what is the requirement further. He or she can tell you what can be changed, what cannot be changed. Okay, if it scope has to be adjusted or not. Do you all understand what do we mean by scope?
Not really.
Okay, scope means when customer gives you requirement, you are supposed to define, you are the person who's supposed to define the scope as well. You means as a business analyst or a product owner. Scope means what will be covered, what will not be covered. You need to be very, when you say what will be cleared, what will not be cleared, what will not be covered clearly. Okay, you can't just write that refresh feature. You need to also mention you want it or you don't want it. Do you all agree with this?
Mhm.
Yeah. I while I am sharing this, I remember one character was there when he was given instruction from the airport while he was he was in plane. Means other person was in plane and he was instructing unit, can you see this panel, that panel, and he quickly presses that, and later he says that No, you didn't have to do that. Okay, and it ended up crash landing. So this was a funny, scene from a movie. I don't remember the name of that movie. So likewise, you need to define things clearly. What is expected, what is not expected as well. So that we call it as scope. Is it clear to everyone?
Mhm.
What is
Yes.
scope is? So, and
Yes.
it has to be the part of a documentation as well. Oh, dear future BAs and Scrum Masters, make sure your documents are having the clear-cut scope as well. So that came up from the third bullet point, where working software is the primary measure of progress. The last one, I want to, not last one or last one in this deck, I want someone else to read. Who can read that?
I can do it.
Okay, please go ahead.
Agile processes to support a consistent development pace. Terms, terms establish a repeatable and maintainable speed at which they can deliver working software, and they repeat it with each release.
Yeah. So it's all about consistent development and pace as well. If you have defined that within 5 days, I'm going to deliver something to my client, the consistency has to happen for 5 days only. Okay. If you decided at the start that I will take 10 days or say 2 weeks, 2 weeks means 10 working days. Do you all agree? Saturday, Sunday is off, right? So if you decide initially within 10 days, we are going to deliver something, you are ready to deliver that. Okay. And likewise, so you define your own pace, agree with that, and be consistent in developing with that pace only, because ultimately your software has to be workable. Your software has to be extended continuously because it is always adding new feature. And it also says that teams establish a repeatable and maintainable speed at which, so if you decide once the speed or time duration, 5 days or 10 days or 15 days or 20 days, you need to be abide by that. You cannot change this time duration in between itself. And thereby, with each release, you are delivering the working software. So far, you have found it easy to digest, easy to understand. Any questions so far, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, if you have question, you can ask. If you don't have, can I move ahead?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I can move ahead. Thank you so much. So, and thank you so much for reading out so far. And so here, Prerna, you're there. Could you take this slide? And I'll take water break. If you are there. Prerna, on mute. You might be speaking, but on mute. Okay, never mind. So I'll check with her later as well. So yeah, who can read the first bullet point?
I'll do that.
Okay, please go ahead.
Attention to technical detail and design enhances agility. The right skills and good design ensures the team can maintain the pace, constantly improve the product, and sustain change.
Yeah, so it's all about not just delivery, but the product has to be improved every single time. I was just now talking about, easiness. So when your attention will be towards the technical details, and you as a BA, you enhances the design, it also enhances the agility. Okay, so the more crisp and more clearer you are with the requirement, it becomes more easy to give what customer is expecting. And this is the right skill expected from every agilist when you are working in agile methodology, because today software industry are moving towards agile. Okay, and they want to follow this, and when they are following, you must be very much clear that what are the core principles, and you can adopt it, because here you can encourage people to grab more technical details. As a BA, you can encourage them, right? Because if you are taking some technical architect along with you on a call with customer can draw more technical requirement, right? If you cannot draw yourself, but this technical architect can be a good help for you because he understands the technicality at detail. Do you all agree with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to, and technical architect is who? So in nutshell, I'll tell you that how many of you have ever swiped a card, credit card, or on POS, point of sale, or tap the card ever?
Yeah.
Credit card or
Yeah.
debit card. Have you done ever? Yes.
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 So when you transact through a POS device, that time this terminal talks to bank and bank talks to its database. So these communication when happens, there is a communication layer between that POS and then banking system and database and all. So these communication layer has to be established and created and designed and developed by technical architect in just nutshell. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Yeah, easy to understand
Yes.
so far. Can I move further?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's come on the simplicity. Who can read it?
I'll do that.
Yeah,
Simplicity,
please. Mhm.
develop just enough to get the job done for right now.
Exactly. Don't go
Yeah.
more like, adding more bells and whistles. It may be time consuming sometime if you are not finishing in time and customer is still waiting. And at the end, he says, why did you add it? Did I ever ask you to do so? So make things simple. More simple things are more powerful and more attractive and more easily operatable. So always have this thing in mind. Things are becoming simple or not. Do you like simple and easy to understand things, or you like complicated but yet interesting things?
Simple.
Simple, right? And you end up saying that, could you please simplify this? Let's not make it more complicated. And you end up finding that there are people who, when they talk about agile and Scrum and business analysis, they may complicate it in a manner that you will end up realizing, oh my god, I need to do a lot of reading, lot of study, lot of practice. This is not cup of my coffee. Okay, and you lose that confidence. The reality is that when you can relate this agility with your real life, and it continues to help you develop confidence that in every single activity of your life you can bring agile, you gain the confidence over there. It is doable. You can apply it anywhere, be it software industry as well. So this is our intent too. Having said so, let's move ahead and learn the third bullet point. Who can read that?
I'll do
Yes.
it.
Please go ahead, Monica.
Self-organizing teams encourage great architectures, requirements, and designs. Skilled and motivated team members who have decision-making power, take ownership, communicate regularly with the other team members, and share ideas that deliver quality products.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much for reading, everyone. So yeah, it says that self-organizing teams encourage great architectures, requirement, and design. How many of you just observed that, when I was reading Code of Honor, someone raised her hand and I just went ahead and I asked, why did you raise your hand? Do you remember that?
Yes.
You are given opportunity to do activity the one you want. That's number one. Okay. And you yourself volunteering and coming across one by one and reading one bullet point. Are you watching this?
Yes.
These are the traits of self-organizing team. Okay. And if you participate in this manner, when you are building a piece of a project, what you are developing over there, accountability, ownership. Okay. And if you are and also decision making ability, you have that power. Okay. And that makes a great team. Okay. And thereby you find that you have the hold on the project, you have the hold on delivery, and you have hold on the easiness as well, because you can deliver the best project or best product or services to your client. exactly in this manner. And that's the reason whenever you will find every activity of our learning is aligned with agile principles. Okay. Do you have clarity on self-organizing team now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You have to just be volunteer. And when you will volunteer, you trust the process. Okay. And the fourth one, who can read this?
I can do that.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Regular reflections on how to become more effective. Self-improvement, process improvement, advancing skills and techniques help team members to work more efficiently.
Exactly. So understand, in any business, okay, be it any business, 80%, 80% are always what, 80% are always mindset game. And agile is completely mindset, my dear friend. 15% are skills required. Okay. And that you can read and learn. And 5% are only tools required. That too is learnable. So when it comes to mindset training, and Agile is giving you helping you to leverage this training, and you can believe that you can get such training easily, and with the kind of trainers you are talking to, don't you think this 80% of training is achievable for you very, very easily?
Definitely.
Definitely. Then what remains? 15% and 5%. That when you will add that, and 15% is less portion, 5% is less portion. If you can conquer the bigger portion, don't you think you are easily ready to get placed?
Yes.
Yes. But remember,
Yes.
the code of honor is the biggest part of this agility, which is not in the courses and all everywhere you will find, because it hits your mindset to be in that zone to continue to get placed, provided you follow that. So that's the reason when you will find this, it's all about regular reflection, that how your software has to be effective. So for that, you need to also improvise yourself, challenge yourself, that you are eligible, or you have potential to crack any code, crack any delivery. It means that nothing can be challenging more than you. Okay, the work will be always easy if you'll find yourself challenging. You need to challenge your own self so that you can bring the solution on the table. Okay, and these skills like tools and techniques, we will be touch basing very, very shortly just now, what all the tools or skills you can learn. Okay, so skills anyway you will come to, ultimately what it is improving, it will improve your efficiency. Okay, so these are the 12 principles in summary presented in front of you. Okay, all right, do you all get it? Say
Yes.
yes if you all get
Yes.
it. Now,
Yes. Yes.
you know what? These were the principle. What are the frameworks? So more, common frameworks are these. So meanwhile, let me quickly ask if Prerna is there. Prerna, are you able to speak now?
Hey, hi, Gaurav. Yeah, sorry, I was having some problem. I've
No
also
problem.
connected from laptop.
Okay.
So you can continue on this slide and from next I can take. Huh? Just
Okay.
give me
So,
permission to share the screen. Okay?
definitely. Next slide will be the best practices, and then
Yeah,
certification and all.
absolutely.
Okay.
Oh,
So
is it?
yeah,
Okay. I'll start with agile principles then. Okay.
agile principle are just now done.
Okay, fine. Continue. I'll let me
Okay.
just connect from the laptop.
No problem. No
Yeah?
problem. So
Okay.
yeah. So I gave you permission for the screen share as well. So now let's understand framework. You have been listening to me talking about Scrum. Do you find it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We will talk about is what's Scrum. So understand Scrum, Kanban, XP. Okay. Are these three common framework in agile industry, and these framework defines how things should move. Okay, how the delivery should happen, what all the steps and process you should follow. Okay, so framework has only things to do defining the process, and you need to follow that. So what we'll do, what you see here is Kanban board. Okay, what you see here is XP framework, and what you see here is Scrum framework. Okay, Kanban board is simple. where you will find things are in to do. It has to move into doing, and then it will move into done. Clear? To do, doing, and done. What are these things? Things are requirement. Small pieces of the requirement. Okay, clear? For Kanban board, that's the reason it is also called as Kanban board. So it could be, develop back button on screen number 1. Develop back button on screen number 2. Develop back button on screen number 3. And also develop next button on screen number 1. So I'm just creating on fly some requirement randomly, and it is written on a piece of in a smaller piece. These are the sticky notes. In the reality, it will become it is board, and it is moved from left to right. But there are some tools where you can move such some written blocks by pressing them, grabbing it, and dropping into the another section. Okay, I'll demonstrate for you that how you can do that once you will utilize some tools. What are those? Kanban board, everyone?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I'll just demonstrate, and you will find more easy for you. And let me quickly do this for you. So in XP is also known as extreme programming. What it is known as, everyone?
Extreme
Programming.
Yes. So what exactly happens in XP? It follows certain steps. Okay. Again, these are the process. We will talk about it. But it happens with the plan of the release. You will define on what date, what portion of software has to be released. Okay. And then it will have the iteration plan. If you are planning to release certain software, how many iteration you will do along with the testing. Because in testing, what may happen, it may find some bugs. Okay. And once some defects are there, it has to undergo one more iteration. Okay. If it is done, it become acceptable, and it has to undergo acceptance testing as well by client at client location. With me so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, are you able to understand what the terminology I'm using? I'm asking to everyone. Rok, are you with me? I did not hear you reading anything. Hello, Rok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am listening.
Okay, no, I want you to participate. We
Yeah,
are
yeah.
not doing anything which is to do with listening. I want everyone of you to participate. So whenever the time given, please do participate. Okay. Then
Yes.
acceptance testing is done. You also continuously do stand-up meeting where you stand up and you talk about few things. What are those few things? We will talk about that. Then peer negotiation. Negotiation means what? Two developers come together, they test it again, whatever you have developed, and they develop it together as well. So what you can do, whoever have raised their voice, raised their hand, you can directly start speaking. I see someone has raised their hand.
Gaurav, after release plan, there is an iteration plan.
Yeah.
So I just want to understand that.
Okay. So iteration plan is very simple. Release plan is the date decided that on this date delivery has to happen of a piece of requirement. You with me so far? These are the roadblocks of timelines on what date you will release a particular piece of software. Okay, Mahendra, with me so far? Yes.
Yes. Release
In
plan.
iteration, what happens? Whatever the block of or piece of the requirement you are yet to deliver, before that, this iteration plan has to be in the place where it is defined that how many iteration you can do of the same software. In case a software is built first, then it has to be tested later. Do you agree with this?
Yeah.
So within that release plan duration, how many iteration you can give? Okay. How many iteration of testing can be done? So of course, whenever the software is tested, there is a real chance that it will find some, error, defect. It might not work in one go the way customer is wanting. Do you agree with me? And it may end up a revision. It may end up asking for the revision. So if your release plan is, say, for example, 1st April, and on the 1st April itself, you are doing all the activity, will you deliver the failed product, or you should have sufficient time to improve on the failure and deliver the correct product?
It will be a failed product.
Correct product, right? And for that, you should have enough time, so that if you are developing something within 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, if you have decided that 4 iteration of testing has to be done, it has to follow that. Okay, it means if it is a 4-week of sprint, first week the design coding everything is done, it goes for testing. Okay, when it goes for testing, so your tester gives some feedback, defect and all. Okay, first iteration is done, and when you are fixing back and giving back to tester, they are checking again, they are doing second iteration, and they are giving back if something is opening, reopening, or failing again, and then it follows third. In the fourth, they can decide that as a whole system, if everything is built, they can test it together and can confirm it is working the way it is expected, because they believe that within the 4 iteration, thing has to become at least foolproof or at least near to the acceptance. With me? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So I was here towards the pair negotiation in the XP. Then when you come, 2 developers come together and they do they develop some software, they also follow unit testing, but pair programming has to do with the coding. They start the coding itself with in pair. So XP is also about not only just extreme programming, it is also called as PP, as a pair programming as well. So whenever it comes XP, remember PP, that is pair programming. It has to be handled in pairs as well. With me so far? Yeah. I am not going to touch this Scrum framework right now, because anyways, we are going to cover very, very soon. Having said so, let's quickly understand this thing, best practices. 4 values are there. I think it was covered earlier. Principles, 12 principles were there. It was covered earlier. Collaborate with customer, work together daily. So these are the best practices. You need to follow 4 values that we covered earlier. You need to follow 12 principle, but also you need to collaborate with customer and work together daily. Daily is very, very important. And daily means daily meetings. And using some tools. We will be talking about some tools, but also there are some traits. Traits are like, communication, collaboration, coordination with each other, balance of team members' contribution. It should not happen that only one person is reading or contributing. Everyone has to be involved. Effort is mutual. Mutual support is there, effort is there, and cohesion is there. So these are few best practices. You can take a screenshot of it and remember this, that as a Scrum Master, you are encouraging your team member to follow this. With me so far?
Yes.
Yeah. So these are easy. I don't think there is any technicality in it. Do you find any technicality in it? Anyone?
No.
No?
No.
So wait a second. If you're not finding, let me bring something for you. Okay, I'm switching the slide. All right. So we have just now touched base, Agile projects and all. Prerna, do you want to take this?
You can go ahead with this. I'll take the next topic. Gaurav.
Okay.
Agility in projects, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
no
please
problem.
continue. Thank you.
So what do we mean by this when we are talking about the project and we are talking about agility in projects? First, let me tell you, there are various certifications you can do. I remember that some of you were asking about the certification. The moment you start knowing about it, you can also take a screenshot of it and you can target some certificate. See, here you will get anyway the certificate of the completion of the graduation from Be Agile Scrum track. But what industry demands? Industry demands Scrum Alliance, PMI, or some standard, some standards or organization or body of knowledge are there whose authority is higher in the industry, and their certifications are demanded. It's not mandate, but it is good to have. So for that reason, you can always you can always complete various certification. To name a few, CSM is a certified Scrum Master from Scrum Alliance. Likewise, ACP is there from PMI. To prove the speed delivery, continuous delivery, small to bulk agility is encouraged in projects. So reason people have done the certification as. So see, it's all about you continue to deliver the best thing. So these are the few name of the certification. ACP from PMI, Project Management Institute. Okay. SAFE certification, that is Scaled Agile Framework Enterprise. Kanban certification, DevOps certification, Scrum in different level or type of masters. So Scrum masters are there, Agile coaches are there. Again, product owner and developer certification, P4MR, Agile Adapt. So there are number of certification. You just Google one, you will get millions. But at least I would encourage each one of you to become CSM and SAFE at least. Okay, so how will you gain this confidence that you can gain such certification? By third week or fourth week, okay, you will have this confidence that I can achieve any certification. And for that, I will start focusing you on the free certification, which are also available. When you will Google that, you will find some free certification. I remember one student have done it in the last batch from the Scrum study. She did SFC certification. That was the Scrum Foundation certification. So such free certification will boost yourself to do more paid certification. That okay, now even because they ask for the PDUs to be completed, some hours of training you need to undergo with them, and then only attempt the certification. With me about the certification, did you understand what all certification you can do after learning
Yes.
Agile Scrum?
Gaurav, you suggested
Yes,
two
yes.
certifications. One was SAFE and the other one was?
CSM, Certified Scrum Master.
Okay.
Any question around this, anyone? Okay. If not, I'll be giving you one assignment today. And this assignment is, I know I'm speeding up. Even though things are very easy, I should get you more involved so that you will feel what, things are going super duper easy. So, but I'm in continuation talking to you, but at the same time, I mean, it may sound too much for you, but still I want you to do this exercise once today's session is done. Okay, what is that? You will come across when you will start working in industry that every single day you are using some tools. Okay, what you will use once you get placed every single day?
Some tools.
And to name a few, these are the few names: Jira, Asana, Trello, Exosoft, Zoho Sprint, Rick, Ice Cream, Taiga, Scrumpy, Handsoft, Utrack. More are there, like Monday.com, like Trello, like DevOps. These names are the most advanced tools as well, which are not there mentioned in this slide. So what I want you to do is that you take the screenshot of it, okay, and you decide one tool. Okay, you decide any one tool. Okay, right now you need to decide. And once you decide this one tool, I want you to tomorrow just play around this. Just have a have one what you call have one sign up.
Information.
Yeah, have one your account on that, and once you have a free account with that, start playing around it. Okay, you need to explore by yourself. So now let me ask you, I want you to do what? First step, select any one tool mentioned in this. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Is it clear to everyone what you are going to
Yes.
do? So
Yes.
select any tool mentioned over here. Select any tool mentioned over here. And once you will select that, what I want you to do is this. You sign up for this tool for free and start playing around. What you may ask what I need to do when you see playing around. I want you to self-study that tool. Okay.
Okay.
So you need to explore. I want your exploratory mindset to be activated, that you yourself can explore something or not, and try to become master. There is easy way to master any tool. You can become, but I don't want you to become master on any tool. I want you to just explore that tool. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
How we gonna sign it?
Come again. What did you say?
How we gonna sign these tools?
Okay. So very simple. What you need to do is that you decide a name of the tool. Okay.
Okay,
You Google it out, the name
okay.
of the tool. When you Google it out, so how do you sign up? Do you have Gmail account?
Yes,
Okay, so when do you remember when was the first time you created your Gmail account? Did you create your own self, the Gmail account?
yes, yes.
So when you created the Gmail account, you signed up for that, right?
Okay, got you. Got you
Yeah,
the same way.
got it. Same way.
Then
So
I have to do my
yeah,
password and everything.
yes, yes. Likewise, you are going to do.
I'm
So
not a
just
technical person.
yes, yes. So you need to decide anyone. You can play with
Okay.
Jira, Asana, Trello, or anything.
Uh,
Clear over here on your home play, what you are
Yes,
going to
sir.
play. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
cool. So having said so, now you have understanding about certification. You have understanding about the practices, sorry, best practices and the tools. Now this is the time to gear up further. Okay. So for this, I want to invite Prerna. Prerna, are you ready now?
Yes, yes, Gaurav. Yeah,
Okay.
very much.
So
Thank you for taking for such a long duration. Please have
no
your
problem.
water break.
Yeah,
It
sure.
has been quite long. And yes, will you be able to handle this PPT or should I share my screen?
If it is available with you, you can. Otherwise, I will keep it.
Yeah, I do. Give me a sec.
Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, do you have any question, everyone?
Which tool is used mostly?
DevOps, Jira, Trello, Monday.com.
Okay.
Azure DevOps,
These are not
Jira,
mentioned in
Trello,
this list.
Monday. Yeah, Pratiksha, what did you say?
I mean, the ones you mentioned are not mentioned, were not mentioned on the screen that you shared, right?
Yeah, because every day, technology is changing, and
Right.
technology is
Yeah, I
changing.
would like to
So
add here, Gaurav,
yeah,
to answer that question. See, guys, what happens is we are trying to share with you all these standardized practices, right? So,
Mhm.
what are the major widely used frameworks or something like that? But if you ask me on personal experience, almost every company has some or the other preferences. Okay, so it's not that every company or entire industry will use Jira. Some people heavily use Jira, some people heavily use DevOps, but then in that also your role as a BA, as a Scrum Master will differ. Okay, I have been Gaurav, I'll just take this opportunity to answer a little question because there are very new people and I'm getting some messages on WhatsApp chats about their queries. So basically, what is the role of a BA? What do you have to work? Do you have to code? All these things are very normal. All these questions are very generic and they are important from your point of view. But I was just answering some of the candidates that as we go deeper into sessions, we will explain everyone that what you have to do as a BA. Because now we started with Agile, we'll complete the entire Agile and Scrum methodology. What are the ways it works? What are the ceremonies? Everything, how we go ahead about it. And along with that, we will explain you that what will be your role as a BA. Okay, so first to answer that. Second, no, you do not have to do any coding. No, you do not have to develop any software. So please, if you have this query in anybody's mind, please have this clarity. This is a functional role, or I may call it a little techno-functional role, wherein you work very closely with the developers, with the testing team, but you do not have to do any coding or programming because you are not a developer or because you don't come from that background. So if you have that teeny miny doubt in your mind that, oh, I don't know anything about coding or software, or I'm very new to IT industry, I have no background, absolutely fine. You can start from scratch as a BA. So I hope this relieves many of your doubts. Yes, no?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Yes.
Especially
If
me.
anybody, yes, Nirmalji, definitely. Along with you, some other people also have similar doubts. It's good that you come up and ask us so we can clarify that. And in all, also during the sessions, if you keep having such thoughts or doubts, feel free to ask. Okay. So if anybody doesn't have any doubts and my screen is visible, I suppose we can go
Exactly,
ahead with
Prerna. I
the
would
next.
echo with
Yes.
you. These were
Yeah.
very important question you addressed. Yeah. So yeah, feel
Yes,
free to.
because Gaurav, this is a new batch, and I could see that we have candidates from variety of backgrounds. So this is a very, I would say, genuine question,
Yeah.
and the fear or the thought process is very right because they want to know what they will be getting into. Though, guys, we do complete hand holding, so do not ever
So
forget that.
bottom line is that feel free to ask any damn question.
Yes, absolutely. And the hand holding means right now we are training you. After that, we are also taking mock interview sessions along with that, not only in these other tracks also. So in mock interviews, we even prepare you for what you have to like how you have to answer, what kind of typical questions are there. So the mock interviews are so important. Gaurav, I'll just request you if you could share some of the mock interview videos, because I also want to share that in other group like Ashi's or Anila's, or if any, I think earlier Nisha Ji's, because you know what, these sessions are so important from your practice point of view that you mentally, psychologically, and even understanding and learning wise get ready to face the interviews, the final interviews. And even after that, once you're selected successfully, we are there for you for on the job job project training or support. So minimum 6 months we are there as trainers with you, giving you entire background of how you have to work, and how, if you have any doubts, how to approach someone, how to work on documents. So do not have this fear or feeling that you might be left out or how will I manage. No, until and unless you feel comfortable, we are there with you. So any questions regarding this? Because these are typical questions that we get as trainers from most of the candidates. So anybody has any doubts on this?
No.
I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Well, you mentioned that you and Devji also mentioned that you support 6 months or however much time at work support. How does that work?
Oh, that works wonderfully. Let me tell you. See,
I
basically,
mean,
what happens is,
in how does it work?
yeah, I'll explain you. I'll explain you because we do that
Thank you.
practically. See, what happens is, when you join a company, you would be given some documentation definitely to start with, right? Because they won't let you, or they won't just put you into something without any background. So they'll give you some documentation, they'll give you some understanding of the project, or they'll give you some KT sessions. Those are called as knowledge sharing sessions. Okay. So what happens? First of all, imagine you might have something in a medical domain, just for hypothetically. and you are not aware of that, then you would come to us and say, hey Gaurav, hey Prerna, I got this project, but I'm not sure about the terminology, I'm not sure about the entire process, how do we go ahead about it? Then as far as our knowledge is concerned, we will definitely share, okay, this is the, like, during our this sessions also, we give you domain specific knowledge towards the end. So then we will have a video or normal calls as per your and our availability to explain you what that domain looks like, or what is the process, or what the project might be, from our understanding of what documents or knowledge you give us, like, okay, I have been told this is the process. Then there can be a thing that you will tell us that they have asked me to prepare a BRD or maybe test cases, any documentation. Then we will check with you that, okay, do they have any format? Then we will guide you that, okay, for this document, you will have to have this details, you'll have to have this flow diagram. So it's basically complete hand-holding and complete guidance of what you have to do initially before you are not aware of their process. So the only contribution we want from you is attend all the knowledge sharing sessions, attend all the meetings, attend all the training, because you'll be in office, right? Or work from home in whichever setup, and tell us what you don't understand.
Prerna, I would interrupt and will add something
please.
over here.
Yeah,
So it's just not only what you heard from Prerna, but also in case of some topic, you may find, okay, it is very critical. What personally we do, we create a specific video for you dedicated to what is your requirement. Tiny video, easy to understand that, so that you can use it and you can find it doable for you and feel more confident about it. So till that extent, you get the support. Yeah, Prerna,
Okay.
back to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So yeah, most welcome. So basically, it's like, how we help a kid to do his homework. Ultimately, the kid is the one who does the homework, but we give all the guidelines. Okay, draw this line or have this summation, do this, mention that. So everything is guided, and luckily, most of the domains we both have worked upon. So we do have a sound background of those domain, and even if not, we do our own research, because sometimes there are some different projects, opportunities for us also, but we are very keen on that. So this is for everyone. During we really had tremendous results of these project support also. Candidates like you, or someone who had no background, who got into project and did excellent, isn't it, Gaurav? They even got recognition, and they were like, appreciated in the new firm. So all these things really truly happen at Guru schools, because first of all this knowledge that we are giving you, it's very crucial and very practical. Along with that, definitely your inputs, your smart work, and then everything is done. Okay, makes sense, guys? Any
Yes.
further doubts, or should we start with Agile and Scrum?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I will just request 3 candidates or 3 volunteers to read the 3 points, and then I'll start with the explanation. And by the way, this topic is very interesting, because generally Agile and Scrum goes hand in hand. I know it's like Tom and Jerry. So people kind of get confused that what is Agile and what is Scrum. So we always start with this slide wherein it's like, are they same? Okay, so now we'll understand what are the differences in that. So I'll just recommend someone to read the 3 sentences, please.
I'll do it, Prerna. Sahita here.
Yeah, go ahead.
The first one, the key difference between Agile and Scrum is that while Agile is a project management philosophy with which utilizes a core set of values or principles, Scrum is a specific Agile methodology that is used to facilitate a project.
Thank you for reading it out. Thank you for no. Let's start with this point. So what it states is, Agile is a methodology. Okay, that means to implement a project, there might be 10 different ways. Agile, like waterfall, spiral, Agile is one of that way, first of all. Okay, so Agile is that methodology. Like how would I put into it? I mean, I tend to go so much
It's
into
just a name. It's not a software. It's not a tool. It's just a
no,
name
no,
of
no.
the.
It's not a tool. It's not a software. It's a methodology. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, I'm just trying to find some interesting example, and I tend to go towards the food example because those are the best to relate. Okay, so if I have to say, you have to make a biryani, for example. Okay, so biryani, if I have to call it, it's a methodology or it's a process. Okay, because it's a common thing. But then, do you know there are so many kinds of biryanis, right? So how you implement that differs, and that is then agile. Or on a very simpler note, when I say Chinese or Indian cuisine, so it's just a very I would say vague, or it's a method of how to cook food, right? In that, if you cook Szechuan, if you cook rice, if you cook maybe some meat items, I'm not sure what all you like. So those particular types, the way you implement it, that is Scrum.
And
Are you
Prerna, just
yeah,
to add in over here and
yeah,
in your
please.
example only. So understand that ultimate goal is what? To get fulfilled. Stomach has to be fulfilled, right? Agree with me? When it comes to eating, your stomach has to be filled, right?
Yes.
Right.
The choice is now two choices in hotel is given. Either it is a la carte or buffet. Okay. So these are the methodology. The means goal will be fulfilled, but a la carte you will keep on waiting sometime. It's all about their will, who are the serving you, and buffet is your choice. How fast you can consume, how fast you can go back and refill and come back. So this is a simple thing I just wanted to add here. So this is how agile is. So yes, Prerna, back to you.
So, sir, in this case, this buffet will be like a Scrum.
No, Scrum is inside Agile. Scrum is a
Okay.
framework. So we will get into the Scrum. We showed you three frameworks: Kanban, XP, and Scrum. So we will be getting Scrum details in this chapter. So Prerna is helping you to understand. Yeah, Prerna, back to you. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Gaurav. No, thank you so much for adding this. So basically, guys, you know what? It's like when you say I'm studying, okay, or when you say I'm doing my masters, or I'm doing my specialization in medicine. You know, this is a methodology. Then someone would ask, "What are you doing?" So you might say, I'm getting into skin. I'm getting into no, I'm an orthopedic surgeon, or I'm getting into other stream." So it's like how you achieve a project delivery. That is a methodology, and in that methodology, what you implement, what kind of work, I would say, routine or structure you utilize, that's called Scrum. As of now, I'll recommend you and I'll advise you to just have your thoughts on this, because as we go further, you yourself will understand, because our slides are so self-explanatory and easy to understand. Okay, so right now, just hold on to this. Yeah, someone can read the second sentence, please.
I'll do that. Agile is continuous iteration of development and testing in the software development process, whereas Scrum is an agile process to focus on delivering the business value in the shortest time.
Perfect. Okay, so what it says is Agile is a continuous iteration of development. If you remember earlier in our discussion, Gaurav was answering what is a release, what is iteration, what is a release. So in that sentence, in that context, basically iteration means what? To iterate means to repeat something in a loop, right? So it's like weeks are in iteration, months are in iteration, like Monday, Tuesday until Friday, then again Monday, Tuesday till Saturday, I mean Sunday, like that. So
You have
Agile
flight.
is a
If you're flying, you have itinerary.
no, not that. That's itinerary. No. Iteration means something that you're doing again and again. So your daily
Repeated
routine,
loop.
like
Okay.
absolutely right.
Gotcha.
Repeated
Gotcha.
loop. Yeah.
Repeated
So
loop.
Agile is a repeated process used for development. Okay.
Okay.
Development means, for example, if tomorrow if your kid or if your nephew or if some school going children or kids have a project in your I would say continuous projects in their school, so you are like, okay, that's an iteration, you have a one project per week, for example. So you get that, and that is delivery and that is development. So always try to map all these explanation with your real life. Okay, that's what we like to do, because then you are able to understand, because in only IT or technical terms, because you might not have that experience, you might feel something different. But when you relate that, so it's like every day you cook meals, every day different to achieve the goal of delivery to your stomach and your families, and that is the ultimate goal. So agile is followed, or basically it's a process of continuous development, and along with development you test the software, and ultimately you deliver. Okay, so what it says is development and testing in software development process. So to deliver or to complete a software, agile process is used, wherein we have to do continuous development and testing. Now this is what is agile. Now what is Scrum? Scrum is an agile process. That means Scrum is a, I would say, baby, or it's one of the styles of implementing agile. Yeah, that's actually a right line. It's one of the important way of implementing agile, and it focuses on the business value in the shortest time. Now if you may ask, what is business value and what do you mean by shortest time? So basically agile is a very time bound activity. Okay, earlier methodology, when we were explaining to you waterfall and spiral, they were like very slow, like entire year the project is going, and you are not sure where are you going, how things are happening. But whereas agile, no, agile is very specific, agile is very time bound. Like now we'll learn in recent slides, upcoming slides, and there will be like a period of 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and in that period we'll have to deliver. So what it focuses is, though you are following agile methodology, in that when you follow Scrum, then you have those sprints, or you have the time duration that in 2 weeks I have to deliver this project. So imagine a kid in your house, he has to submit a project. So there are like 2 weeks, he has to complete that entire, maybe creating a windmill project or creating a volcano project, the typical projects that they have in the school. So you get my point. Right now, just try to absorb what is mentioned. As we go ahead, you will understand more. Okay. So agile is a methodology of development and testing, and Scrum is a way we implement agile to deliver faster and to deliver the best business value. That best business value means the customer, what they're asking, that you have to deliver them at the best way, whatever their requirement is. Okay. Easy to understand till now?
Yes.
So here the best is the Scrum kind of thing.
Sorry.
So here agile itself is a kind of a methodology that we are doing,
right?
Right.
So in agile we are using Scrum. So if you are making a biryani, you are making a per se veg biryani. So now here for us agile is veg biryani, and biryani is agile.
Okay.
So what is the way you are implementing it? So if you are studying, so studying is a methodology, a particular subject that you're studying, or you're doing masters in, that is your Scrum. What is your specialization? Just try to understand from that point of view, and give yourself some time. This is the first slide that you are learning. So you would have these doubts, and that's absolutely fine. Please read out the next point.
Yes, I can.
Scrum is a
Pooja?
framework.
Yes, Santoshi, continue. Yeah.
Scrum is a framework utilizing an agile mindset for developing, delivering, and sustaining complex products, with an initial emphasis on software development. Although it has been used in other fields, including research, sales, marketing, and advanced technologies.
Perfect. It has kind of repeated the first point along with some additional information. So basically what it says is Scrum is a framework wherein it uses agile methodology, and for what it uses for development, it uses for delivery, and it also uses for complex projects or products. That means, maybe aeronautical spaceships or rockets or robots or whatnot, and a medical thing. So we are not, I mean, it's not only restricted to I would say IT industry, but it is widely used in any other industry. And that's what it is mentioned. It is, though initially it was only focused for software development in IT, but then it has been kind of widely spread into research and marketing, and I mean, all the other industries also, or all the other workforces also. So this is just an information. It's nothing, I mean,
Technical.
out of the box. It's just the way they are trying to explain that it's not only for specific to IT. So tomorrow, if you go into hospitality management, or maybe a hotel, or service industry, they might also use Agile for their projects, or maybe uh, defense kind of projects. They can also use Agile in their methodology. So it's widely spread. So it's really good for you, as an aspiring working professional, that whichever industry you go, you have this scope. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. Yes,
Prerna,
this is-
I think
yes.
we have some activity at
Okay.
when it's starting in 4 minutes, right? If you remember with Ankit.
Yes. Okay,
So,
fine. Then I think we can take this in the next batch.
yes,
Next
definitely.
session. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay. Makes
So,
sense.
yes, you can stop screen share, and then
Yeah.
so any questions so far what Prerna was explaining? Anyone? All right. So because we have come to the end, almost end, we will end it and we'll continue on next Sunday. You have two things to do. One is play with one tool, that is the exploratory work you have to do. And second, summarize whatever you have learned in a 90 seconds or less duration of video, and showcase or flaunt the notes you have taken. And third is that don't try to send or don't try to hide your face. It's the purpose will not be fulfilled if you're trying to hide your face. It's all about you facing camera strongly, facing interviewers strongly. There is a purpose behind all these activity you are doing. Okay, these are all purpose driven activities for you. So this is one thing. Second thing, just a quick addition what Prerna was explaining with Agile, with the food example. Agile is kind of a what kind of food how you want food to be served, either buffet or a la carte. And Scrum is a framework. How do you want to chew it and complete the eating? You can use chopstick, spoon, forks, or you can use your hand. It's as simple as that. Having said so, I saw Nirmal unmuted, and my side goes there. Nirmal, what do you feel like saying about today's session? I know you joined a little late, but still, what do you feel like saying?
It was very informative and my doubts are clear. I was very much confused that how I'm going to develop a software, and I have no IT experience.
So thanks to
So,
Prerna for clearing such doubt.
right.
Yes, yes. Nirmal,
So,
please call out someone's name on the screen.
Monica?
Monica, what do you feel like saying, Monica?
Yeah, it's informative and clear to understand the PPTs or the slides, what you have shown us.
Okay, understandable. Okay, Monica, please call out someone's name on the screen.
Nikita?
Nikita, what do you feel like saying?
Yeah, very interesting session. I loved it.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah, please call out someone's name on the screen.
Tushar.
Tushar, yes, Tushar, what do you feel like saying?
Yes, thank you, Gaurav and Prerna. It was really good session, and I really like is differentiate between Scrum and Agile methodology. I mean, I was not 100% aware of what's the difference between those, and some of the items were cleared. So thank you.
You're welcome, Tushar. Please call out someone's name on the screen.
Amruta.
Amruta, what do you feel like saying?
Hi. Thank you, Gaurav and Prerna,
We
it was
will
very
create
interesting and informative session. Thank
Oh,
you.
awesome. Please call out someone's name on the screen.
Uh, Santoshi Monica.
Monica is done.
Oh, okay. Then, Pratiksha.
Pratiksha. Yes, Pratiksha, what do you feel like saying?
Yeah, hi everyone. Today's session was really good, and the more and more sessions we are doing, I think the things are getting interesting because we are also understanding more, and simultaneously the interest is getting developed. So yeah, doing good right now.
Okay, awesome. Pratiksha, please call out someone's name on the screen.
Desdemona.
Desdemona, what do you feel like saying?
Very interesting session today and got a lot of clarification on Agile and Scrum.
Awesome. Call out someone's name on the screen. Desdemona.
Tushar,
Tushar is done.
Nikita,
Yeah, Nikita.
Done. I'm done.
Nikita is done. Yeah, Nikita.
Pratiksha.
Pratiksha is also
I
done.
called your name.
Oh, sorry. Amruta.
Amruta is done too.
Mahendra.
Yes, Mahendra, what do you
Yes,
feel like
everyone,
saying?
thank you so much. At last, you know that I'm not done.
Yeah.
Okay, so now from now onward, the complexities have been started. So I think we have started working it. Playing with the tool is a good exercise. I think we will have a good experience and a good session. Thank you, Prerna. Thank you, Gaurav.
Yeah, Mahendra, please call out someone's name.
Rock Fernandez.
Rock, what do you feel like saying, Rock?
good session. More clarity is achieved, and good, very good session.
Thank you. Please call out someone's name.
Pooja.
Pooja, yes,
Yeah.
Pooja, what do you feel like saying?
It's a nice, informative, interactive, and interesting session. And we will be seeing the video again, then the things will be more clear.
Yeah, awesome. Please call out someone's name on the screen.
Nirmal, I think she's done. Done. Mohammad Asif.
Asif. Asif, what do you feel like saying, Asif?
Hello everyone. Sir, it was a really nice session. It was full of knowledge, and the way you deliver the lectures, it was a quite easy method, and the most important thing, the use of the examples from the daily life routine, which make the sense really clear and easy to understand. So the session is going on, going the next day, it seems really easy.
Wow.
So it
I'm
was a
happy that
great
you're
learning.
finding it easy. Thank you so much. Asif, please call out someone's name on the screen. Last candidate.
Pooja.
Pooja is done.
Oh, I left. Everybody is done.
Karlikar.
No. So as Sahita is left out, you can call out Sahita's name. And then Sahita will call Prerna's name. Yeah. Call out Sahita's name.
Sahita.
Yes, Sahita, over to you.
Thank you, Asif. Yeah, the session was good. And Prerna, thank you so much for the clarification. And yeah, I like the session. And I came to know the difference between Scrum and Agile. And looking forward for the most interesting sessions. And one more thing, can you guys like share those like slides to us, like so that we'll have a printouts of the
So I have already shared the answer about it, Sahita, that you will have to watch the recording again. So it should not be easy for you that you will get slides or something like that, because it's a Guru School's property. So it's not gone out. So that's the reason, yeah, you have to
No
just
problem.
so
No
yeah,
problem.
just pause it, have notes, because it will bring more mastery on you, right? I mean, you become the master of the subject. So that's the reason. So yeah,
And
Sahita.
like a tool, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's kind of
No,
little bit.
you will be easily get placed. So that's the ultimate goal. So the way
No,
you
on
are
the tools, the homework you gave us, like
yeah,
tools,
so
like,
tools, you need to explore what all you can do. This answer you have to give us tomorrow. Maybe we'll come with using that tool.
okay.
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 So
I
yeah,
try my level best though.
awesome, awesome. More power to you. You will do that. Yes. Carlos, Prerna
Prerna.
for yes,
Prerna,
closing
over to
remarks.
you. Thank you so much, Gaurav. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Prerna.
yeah, Saida.
Yes, thank you so much, all of you. And first of all, Gaurav, for taking for such a long duration and explaining a very important topic, that is agile principles. So, guys, that topic is like, along with the manifesto, that is like the core of agile, and he has explained it very well. In such an easy manner that it is quite comfortable for all of you to look at it uh, from an experience point of view, not from a beginner point of view. And along with that, I really enjoy everybody's energy. You all are very enthusiastic. You ask right questions, and you're involved. So keep the spirit on. This is the way we go. And for any doubts, please reach out to us. We are there to help you sort it out. And also, I've been watching videos. There is definitely improvement, but please, we want to see you as a candidate. Having flowers, having background, having your notes, that's all great, that's fine, but you as a presenter is what makes it a different. So when your videos go on Guru School's channel, on YouTube, on our website, the HRs from all the world would like to see you as a candidate. Okay, so I'll encourage you to be there in a professional setup. The way you explain is really nice. I'm really liking the energy you're putting into it. So thank you so much for all the efforts, and altogether a great session. Over to you, Gaurav. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. So looking forward for your assignments and continue to be involved the way you are participating. Everyone has to participate. Remember this. And yeah, looking forward to talk to you once again on coming Sunday, 9:30 p.m. EST. But in between, attend RRP session and as well as give your 90 seconds in the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much. Not to individual, in the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much, everyone. Can drop off now and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Thank you.
Right.